Hi, first grade. We're going to learn about another coin today. And please excuse my recording if you hear some thunder in the background. It's raining tonight, so you might hear some grumbling of thunder. But we're going to learn about a quarter. So I want you to look up here at our chart. You probably remember the little poem. Quarter, quarter, big and bold. You're worth 25, I am told. So our quarter, on the head or the front of our quarter, we see George Washington. On the back, the tails, we see the big bald eagle. Now the bald eagle is the old quarter, is what I always say. The newer quarters have the different states on the back. You might have even collected some of those. So quarters can be a little bit tricky because the backs all look different. But if you remember, it's the big silver coin and it has George Washington's face on the front. That'll help you figure out the quarters. A quarter is worth 25 cents, or it's 25 parts of a dollar. Now think about quarter. We've talked about that word before. Remember when we talked about fractions and we did halves and quarters? Yeah, a quarter was 1 out of 4 pieces. And that's true about our coin, the quarter. It's 1 out of 4 that make a dollar. So here I have my 4 quarters make a dollar. So 1 quarter would be 1/4 of that. It's kind of like our fractions. Now counting quarters can be a little tricky because you're counting by 25s. So that's kind of hard to do. I had to practice a long time to learn how to count by 25s. So we're going to say it a couple times, the order of our quarters. 25, 50, 75, 100, which we know 100 cents is a dollar. So let's say those quarters a couple times so we get used to that pattern of counting by 25s. Ready? 25, 50, 75, a dollar. 25, 50, 75, a dollar. Now, if you watched my video about touch points for coins, that's going to help you a lot when you have quarters. So I'm going to show you how I would do that. So if I want to know how much 2 quarters is, and I can't remember counting by 25s, that's really tricky, those touch points are going to help you. So let me show you the touch points for the quarter, because that might help you. Remember, each touch point means 5, so we're going to count by 5s when we touch each touch point. So our quarter has 2 touch points on top, 2 touch points on the bottom, and 1 in the middle. 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom, 1 in the middle. So if you like touch points, this will probably help you a lot with quarters. So I'm going to count by 5s, and I'm going to make sure I go in a Z to make sure I touch all my touch points. So I would say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We know a quarter is worth 25, so we're going to keep going. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Do you remember the order of our quarters? We said 25, 50, 75, a dollar. 25, 50, 75, a dollar. So we know 2 of them is 50, which would be halfway to 100. So 50 cents is 2 of them. So you can either count by 25, so use your hundreds chart to count your quarters today and go up 25 each time, or you can try to do the touch points that are worth 5 cents to help you count those quarters. Whichever one works easiest for you. Take your time today. Counting quarters is tricky, so take your time and practice. If you want to, at the top of your paper, write that order so you can count up. So you can write the order at the top. So if you see 3 quarters, you can go, oh yeah, 25, 50, 75. Okay, so write that at the top of your paper if that helps you. There's lots of strategies to figure out quarters. They're a little tricky. Good luck today. Bye-bye.